Welcome to video training, made by YouTube channel Vichet Training. If you like this video and want to support me, please go to YouTube, and you can watch more videos, subscribe, like and click all bell, or click my link channel below. Now I would like to show you about a short video training. Topic is service excellence. Let's go to full topic. What is service? First you must to understanding service. Service is difficult to define because it is intangible. What does mean of intangible? It is mean can't be seen, tasted, felt, heard, or smelled before purchase. And inseparable. What does mean of inseparable? It is mean that can't be separated from the service provider. And next, variable. What does mean of variable? It is mean the quality depends on who provides the service and when, where and how. And last word, perishable. What does mean of perishable? Yes, it is mean the last one is services can't be stored to be used or sold later. (1.2) Products versus services. Economic activities are divided into goods or products and services. Product can be defined as something we can make. 1. A product is a thing produced by labor or effort and stems from the verb produce. 2. Things that are produced. 3. Buying a product results in ownership. Examples: clothes, cars, beds, cutlery, crockery, pen, paper, etc. Service can be defined as something we do. 1. An economic activity that is intangible, is not stored and does not result in ownership. 2. A service is consumed where it is bought. Examples: haircut, nail art, massage, serving a drink, banking, telephone, what, postal service. Here is products and services in hospitality. Products include meal or food and drink. Services: meal and beverage service, housekeeping, reservations, concierge, health treatments, spa, massage, etc. Airport shuttle and transfers, tours. Note, it is far easier to identify services in hospitality, not products. In conclusion, hospitality is a service industry. 1.3 Why businesses lose customers. In today's competitive marketplace, service is the most important thing a business has to sell. It creates an important difference between businesses that may be selling the same product, for example, a hamburger, a hotel room, or a rental car. If service consisted simply of smiling or getting food onto the table on time, it would be difficult enough, but good service is a bit more complicated than that. Excellent customer service can yield excellent profits for a business, while bad service may harm the business. Let's look at some numbers that tell us more about this. Business statistics. The average business loses 15 to 35% of its customers each year. It costs 5 to 10 times more to get a new customer than to keep and grow an existing customer. A guest who had a good experience will tell 3 people. A guest that had a bad experience will tell 10 people, and today, guests will post their experiences on the internet and inform thousands in one click of the mouse. Business statistics lose customer. Look at the business statistics lose customer by bad service. Look at this statistic. Wow, so many lost customers. Dissatisfied with service 68%. Dissatisfied with product 14%. Lured by competition 9%. Influenced by friends 5%. Move away 3% and died 1%. 1.4 Characteristics of bad service. In customer service, it only takes one negative incident to lose a client for life. In this article, we will take a look at 10 common characteristics of bad customer service, with the purpose of showing alternatives that would serve customers much more efficiently and positively. 1. Failing to greet customers when they walk in the door. A customer that is not acknowledged upon entering your business will not feel like the valuable commodity that they are. 2. Hanging up on an angry customer. No one likes being yelled at, but disgruntled customers sometimes need time to vent before dealing with their concerns in a rational manner. If the customer becomes abusive, get a manager. Never hang up on a customer. 3. Eating in front of customers. No one wants to watch someone eat their lunch or even a mid-morning donut. Leave the food for the break room and keep your mouth clear for talking to your customers. 4. Putting a call on hold without asking first. It is a simple courtesy to ask before putting someone on hold. In addition, you are less likely to have the customer hang up in frustration when the elevator music starts to blare. 5. Avoiding eye contact with a customer. When you are talking to someone, you want to know that other person is listening to what you say. Customer service representatives who do not make eye contact look rude at best, and downright shifty or dishonest to others. 6. Socializing with other employees when customers are present. Customers do not care to hear about your plans for Friday night. Unless you are asking a question about your customer's business specifically, stop all personal conversations until there are no customers in the vicinity. 7. Forgetting to use common courtesies. Please and thank you are mainstays in customer service. Unfortunately, they are not used nearly as often as they should be. Common niceties show professionalism as well as courtesy, and should be used all the time. 8. Shouting at a customer. Let the customer vent and then deal with their complaint in a calm, rational manner. 9. Using technical jargon when talking to customers. You do not need to talk down to your customers, but it is helpful to use language they understand when explaining company policies and procedures. Leave the technical jargon for your coworkers. 10. Complaining about the company to customers. There are no exceptions to this rule. There is never an appropriate time to badmouth your own company to a customer. This could potentially cost your company money or even lose the customer altogether. So, bad customer service is prevalent today, but it is not hard to overcome. By studying the bad, you can replace it with fantastic service that will boost your customer base and your profits. Please look at the picture of activities of bad service. Every action each of picture is show you about the activity staff and the operation they didn't take care customer. So, it is the reason that cause lose customer from day to day. One, 5 activities of good service should do every day. 1. Immediate attention. As a service staff, no matter how busy you are, you always have to take care of your customers. As a result, if guest's happy, and he will come back again next time. But if you do not take care or leave him away, he will not happy what you do. It is not good service. Yes, it's true, he will not come back again, and he can tell his friends about your service or name restaurant that is not good. 2. Smiling staff. Welcome the guest by smiling all the time when the guest coming. 3. Positive rapport. Before you take order from the guest, you must tell him what you have and don't have. 4. Guest care. If you saw guest is waiting food or drink for long time, you can go to talk with him, or take some newspaper to him. Delay his waiting, food or drink short time. If he suggests you check his order, you can say, "Yes, I will check your order now, please wait a moment, sir." Please look at the picture of activities of good service. Every action of each picture is show you about the activity staff and the operation they had take care customer. So, it is a reason increase more customers from day to day. 2. Guest needs and wants. We are all customers of some product, because customers exchange money for products or services. Customers are people who have needs, wants, demands. Needs are the basic things that people need to survive, such as food, water, and shelter. There are also other less basic needs, including the need for entertainment, education, and so forth. Wants are the ways in which we meet those needs. For example, if a person is thirsty, they may want to drink a cold drink. How we will meet these needs depends on what we can afford. For example, if we have the money, we may buy a cold drink, but if not, we will drink water from the tap. We need to understand the different types of needs and wants of our customer so that we can meet these. Different cultures and even age groups may need the same things but want different things. We must understand our target markets so that we can correctly interpret their wants so that we can provide these for them. This is what service is all about. If we provide these well, we make our guests happy, and they come back or recommend our establishment to others. Three, communication. Communication is another important part of service delivery to customers and guests. We spend much of our time communicating with guests and other members of the service team. It is important to understand how this communication forms part of service. The process of communication is about one person sending a message to another. The person receiving the message must be able to understand it properly and respond to it. Ways to communicate with guests. When working with foreign guests, it is not always possible to use verbal communication words. Other ways to communicate are also useful. Communication with guests have two, nonverbal and verbal. Nonverbal, we can use symbols, picture, signs, and gestures. Verbal, we use spoken, written, and words. 3.1 Nonverbal communication. Symbols, pictures, and signs. Use these to create understanding, e.g. signs for no smoking, for ladies and gents washrooms, and so on. Pictures on menus also help inform guests about dishes, if they cannot read the menu items in a different language. Gestures and body language, we can read the mood or needs of a guest simply by looking at them. For example, face expressions can tell you the mood of the person, angry, happy, and frustrated, etc. Impatience can be seen by drumming fingers, tapping a foot, and other quick small movements. Look for and respond to these body language cues to create good service. Remember that body language of staff is also important. A straight posture, alert, friendly, smiling, making eye contact are all aspects of positive signals that staff give customers. (3.2) Verbal communication. There are a number of principles that you must keep in mind when communicating in words. Face-to-face communication, telephonic communication, written communication. We will discuss the principles of each of these below. What you need to understand first is that the objective of communication is to get a message to your audience in such a way so that they understand your message clearly and as you intended it. In return, you must be able to understand their messages to you in a way that you can respond to their needs. The process of communication is complicated by the fact that in many cases, you and your tourists will be speaking in a language that is neither of your home languages. For example, a Khmer-speaking tourist guide with a group of Japanese tourists, the possibility of miscommunication is quite great, especially when you consider the effect of accents as well. We want to provide our tourists with the best possible experience that they can have when they are here in our country. To do this, we need to be clear, friendly, and professional in our communication with them. 3.2.1 Face-to-face communication. In this type of communication, you are usually talking to a guest or more than one guest at once. Different cultures have different ways of interacting directly with people, but the following guidelines are the safest and most professional ways to conduct yourself. When meeting someone, give them a firm handshake, not a limp hand, and look them in the eye and smile, and say a suitable greeting, such as pleased to meet you. Do not stand too close to another person. Most people like to have at least a foot of space between them and other people who are not family or close friends. Make sure that you smell nice. This includes making sure that your breath is fresh, your teeth are recently brushed, and you have not eaten fish, garlic or onion foods, smoked or been drinking alcohol in the period before you deal with clients. If you are a tourist guide, keep this in mind when on tours. Maintain eye contact. Look your client in the eye as, in many cultures, this signals honesty. Looking away implies that you have something to hide. Keep open body language. If you fold your arms, it sends a nonverbal message that you are keeping the client away, or that you are closing yourself from engaging with them. Rather, keep your arms at your sides in a comfortable position. Do not slouch, chew gum, stand with your hands in your pockets or scratch, yawn or anything like that. Never pick your nose in public. Speak in a moderate tone of voice, not so loud that you offend the person, and not so softly that they cannot hear you properly. Provide some nonverbal feedback. When clients are talking to you, nod your head, smile, look interested. Don't look around or get distracted by the phone or other people. Give them your full attention. If you have to take a call, when talking to someone, say "Excuse me, but I need to take this call." If it is a personal call that is not an emergency, tell the caller you will call them back. If it is a business call, you should take the relevant contact details and call the person back when you are free to give them your full attention. Three point two Telephone communication. The telephone is a very useful personal means of communicating directly with your various business associates, be they clients, suppliers, or even staff. Both fixed land lines and mobile telephones are used for telephonic communication. Telephonic communication is used for many reasons, such as making or taking reservations, placing orders, confirming arrangements, giving directions, requesting or giving quotations, checking availability of services or products, many other reasons. When making or answering calls, try to ensure that you are in as quiet a place as possible so that you can easily hear your caller and they can hear you. Keep a pen and paper close at hand in case you have to take down any notes during the call. A phone call is often followed up with some form of written communication. Answer the phone properly, not just hello. Clearly say your name or the name of your business when you answer the phone with a greeting like "Good morning." 3.2.3 Written communication. Your written business communication says a lot about your business, as the people who receive the communication will judge your professionalism, attention to detail, accuracy, and work standards by the written communication they receive from you. The following guidelines may help you. Neatness. Documents should be neat and preferably typed and printed rather than handwritten. If you do not have a computer or typing skills, ask someone who has a computer to write and print your documents for you. If you are in doubt about your written communications, ask someone who is good at English to check them for you rather than take a chance and send a letter full of mistakes. Three point three Barriers to communication. Sometimes people cannot understand the messages sent by other people. This is usually because of barriers to communication. Barriers can be cultural, language, physical. Cultural, different interpretations of body language or gestures, etc. Such as shaking head in some cultures indicates agreement and in other indicates disagreement. Handling the barrier. Try learning and responding to different cultural cues from your guests' cultures. Language, not understanding a foreign language. Handling the barrier, learn key words and phrases in that language. Use signs, symbol, pictures and gestures to communicate. Physical, some form of disability such as hearing loss, unclear speech. Handling the barrier, use signs, symbol, pictures and gestures to communicate. 4. Handling complaints. When guests complain, there are a number of advantages to this. 1. It informs the establishment of possible areas that they did not know need to be improved. 2. It provides an opportunity to deliver excellent service and make the guest happy. Use the HEAT approach to handling complaints. HEAT. 1. Hear the customer out. 2. Empathize. 3. Apologize. 4. Troubleshoot. Hear them out. The guest or customer may be angry or upset. Allow them to vent their frustration. Listen carefully to their complaint and let them say all that they have to say. Do not interrupt or make any excuses. Just listen with the right body language, eye contact, nod your head, and make affirming sounds like aha, and so on. Let them talk or rant until they run out of steam. Empathize with their problem. Imagine if you were sitting with a similar problem, and how that would make you feel. For example, it is a cold night and there is no hot water for you to have a hot bath to warm up. You would also want to complain. If you have traveled across the world and were exhausted, and when you arrived, your room was not ready, you would also be upset. Sympathize with the guest by saying that you would also be upset under the circumstances. That will make them feel that they are understood. Apologies. Apologies to the guest even if it is not your fault. They need to hear an apology, so give them one, even if it is a general apology. Say, I am really sorry about this. Do not make excuses and do not blame anyone for the problem. Being professional is about apologizing and accepting responsibility on behalf of the company, even if you are not personally responsible. Fix the problem. Take some action to fix the problem. Make a plan. Tell the guest what you are going to do to fix the problem. Make it your responsibility to help them. Once you have taken action, tell the guest the progress to fix the problem. Keep them informed of the progress if it is relevant to them so that they know you are doing something to help them. Check up later to see if all is well with the guest and that they are happy again. Thank you for your watching my short video. If you want to support me, please subscribe my channel, like, share and write down any comment below my video.